Uh, Today we'll explore LightSquared's plan to build our terrestrial broadband internet service and its potential impacts on GPS users, safety, and next-gen. Safety is a top priority of the Aviation Subcommittee, and sadly advancements in aviation safety have often come only after fatal accidents. But over the years, the FAA has shifted to a risk-based, data-driven safety system in order to act proactively and to prevent the loss of life. Subcommittee supports this proactive effort to identify and address safety issues before there is an accident. When a potential safety issue is brought to our attention, we must seek information and work with the community and the FAA to ensure the risk is properly addressed. The Global Positioning System, or GPS, serves a critical role in aviation safety airspace modernization, known as next-gen. Aviation infrastructure and efforts to update it with the Department of Transportation's next-gen program are a platform for growth in the U.S. economy and a key driver of economic activity. Next-gen is also a key component for job creation within the aviation industry. It's important the government does nothing to limit next-gen's efforts, both in terms of impacting job creation and undermining or delaying important advancements in air traffic management. New burdens on the aviation industry as a result of FCC approval would likely stifle next-gen efforts and the resulting economic growth and job creation. As such, new and costly burdens on aviation users are simply unacceptable. Due to various concerns raised by GPS users, the LightSquared proposal we're considering at today's hearing has been the subject of government and industry expert field testing and review. Analysis conducted by two independent technical teams show significant GPS interference would result if LightSquared were to roll out its terrestrial network as originally planned. In fact, the government team, the National Space-Based PNT Systems Engineering Forum, or NPEF, recommended that the FCC rescind the waiver which allows LightSquared to proceed in its plans to offer service in the spectrum neighboring GPS. Government team further recommended that the FCC readdress the effects of the FCC's authorizations for LightSquared service in the neighboring spectrum. The team said, at the conclusion of this NPEF effort, significant concerns remain that operation of an ancillary terrestrial component integrated service as originally envisioned by the FCC cannot successfully coexist with GPS. In the face of these results, LightSquared announced on Monday, June 20th, that they would revise their rollout plans to address GPS interference concerns. However, that revised plan has not been subject to a full evaluation. The RTCA, which is represented on our second panel of witnesses, also conducted testing of potential GPS interference. The RTCA's initial testing reportedly showed a smaller portion of LightSquared spectrum allocation than they're currently contemplating for use would be suitable for assuredly safe operation. But I'd like to hear the full details of LightSquared's revised plan today so that the subcommittees and appropriate GPS government and industry experts can evaluate the technical aspects of the plan. I spoke a moment ago about the importance of GPS for both the safety and efficiency of the National Airspace System, as well as the importance of the National Airspace System as a platform for growth in these United States. Based on the testimony provided today to the subcommittee regarding the potential negative impact of LightSquared's presence within the L-band spectrum neighboring GPS, and based on the importance of GPS, the subcommittee may request the FCC allow time for full comprehensive testing of the plans announced on Monday for potential harmful interference impacts. To be fair, LightSquared's goal of providing more broadband internet capacity is an additional platform for commerce, but it must not interfere with aviation safety, job creation, or next-gen. In aviation, there's no room for error. The impact of LightSquared's revised plans should be independently and thoroughly tested to ensure the FCC does not approve plans that would introduce unacceptable risks into the aviation system or leave aviation GPS users with new and costly burdens. Finally, before I recognize Mr. Costello and the Chair and Ranking Member of the Coast Guard Subcommittee for their opening statements, I ask unanimous consent that all members have 5 legislative days to revise and extend their remarks and include extraneous material for the record of this hearing. Without objection, it's so ordered, and I recognize Mr. Costello for any opening remarks he chooses to make.